day, everybody. Welcome to Extersee on Wheels. I'm your host for today, and my name is Ajayi Margaret Omoni Nioluwa. On today's episode, we have a big guest in the house today. Trust me, he's big. He's a brand god. He's amazing. Like, he looks small, yeah, but damn, he runs on a mechanical engine. Okay, I know with the way I've hyped him, only gone. So let's go straight to the point. Can we meet you, sir?
Yeah, my name is Akintola AYINDE Busayo. But people call me Blingz. And my inner caucus call me Bar.
Okay, Bar. So do I go with Mr. Bar or Bar?
Bar is fine.
Bar is fine. Okay, nice. So who is Bar? Like, who is Bar normally? Who is Bar?
Bar is a businessman. I'm a creative. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm that guy that likes to put extra icing on everything I do. I like doing extra, so that's me.
Okay. You know, before I was going to ask you who is Bar career-wise, but I think with what you said, you answered the question quite well. Okay, so you've been doing Blingz Award for quite a while, for a number of years now. Can we have an insight to the journey of Blingz Award? How has it been for you? What's the adventure?
Okay, basically, events for me, let me start from that. Events for me started about 26 years ago. Yeah. When I was in secondary school, you know, I did my first event in Aberdeen College. When I was in when I was in JSS1, I had a picnic with a couple of friends, and it was gated, you know, and that was how it started for me. And you know, fast forward to when I was in university, I was a club boy, so I engaged in creating events. For my first year, I was active, so you know, I had to plan 2 events in a semester.
Wow.
So you know, that really shined my idea, you know. It smoothing my idea, the way of reasoning and looking at things differently when it comes to events. So for me, the first award I did was when I left the club. You know, I was supposed to be the club chief, and I was active, so I was like rolling with my seniors in school. So I had my election with one of my seniors. It was a year senior. So you know, I was better than the guy in everything, planning, coordinating. But you know, the club did not want to lose me early. You know, if I was a club chief in 400 level, I would have to leave the club. You know, they were like scoping me to wait for 1 year. That I should wait till 500 level before I become the chief of the club. You know, but it didn't go down well with me, so I had to leave the club. And that was when I started Bar Entertainment as an entertainment outfit when I was in school. So my first award was in 2008. I did my first award in 2008, and it was a success. It was the first red carpet event in Ogumosho, in Lautech, yeah. And I did it 2009. 2008, 2009. That was when I left school. Yeah. So getting to Ibadan, you know, I had this idea of an event award. But then back then, 2010, Ibadan was not ready, you know. The event industry was nothing to celebrate then. We had few people just coming up. And you know, if you have a category and you're nominating 2 people, you know, it's not a healthy competition, you know. So I had to wait. I did some other things that we won't leave if I should start talking about them. You know, I did couple of events. So until 2017, I felt the industry was ready for the magnitude of the kind of awards that I want to do. So I felt the industry was ready. So I started my research and doing everything. I started doing my research. And you know, when I got to Ibadan, I didn't mention this earlier. When I got to Ibadan, when I was in school, I felt my award was successful because of the platform I had. I was a club boy. Yeah. Everybody knew my standard. Everybody knew what I could do, you know, so the acceptance was easy for me. So coming back to Ibadan, I felt, you know, nobody knew me back then. And I felt I need a platform to ride on. So that was where I created Blingz magazine. The awards was even alive like 3 years before the existence of Blingz magazine. Wow. You know, so when I started Blingz magazine, I was like, okay, nobody knew me in Ibadan. I don't have the money to to do print adverts and everything. So if I should start a magazine myself, I can push my event myself with my magazine. So that was all gave back to Blingz magazine. And I was like, while I was in school, people always think I'm from Lagos. You know, when they see my events, the top-notch events I did in school, then they will be like, "Guy, are you from Lagos?" I always feel bad because I be Badon boy to the bone. You know, I like repping my town anywhere I go. So you know, when I got back to Ibadan 2010, I was like, okay, I want to create a magazine that will showcase Ibadan in a good light. What people see around Nigeria is the brown roof, and I'm thinking, okay, let me name my magazine Blingz. Let me show them what is blinging in Ibadan.
Okay, so that's where the name came from.
Yeah. Let me show the world what is blinging apart from the brown roofs that everybody see and talk about. So you know, I created Blingz magazine and I started doing my little events, making the name spread. You know, I don't even sell my magazine. I print and I give it out for free. You know, it is the coverage that matters to me, not the money making aspect of the magazine. And it really went well. It worked for me. You know, 2017, I released the logo for the Blingz Event Awards, but I was kind of discouraged. So I went back to the shell to replan my ideas and everything. So 2018, I released the nomination. You know, I released the nomination for the awards, and I never planned any events for 2018. The idea was bring out nominations, people vote, and I'll pick the winners credibly and publish it on my magazine. You know, people will just have the magazine and you read it and you know the winner. But immediately the nomination came out, you know, because of the design and everything, because of the way we packaged everything, you know, everybody started calling me, entering my DM that when is the date for the event. And I was like, wow, this is too big for me to tell them I'm not planning any event. You know? So actually the 2018 awards, we planned it under 2 months. Yeah, we planned it under 2 months. You know, I had to, you know, and I have this belief that nobody will want to sponsor a first-time event because we have a lot of fraud out there that go to companies and collect funds for events and they don't end up doing anything. You know, so I had to use my money for everything. And the event was huge that people were like, this guy must be a Yahoo boy for, you know. But you know, I have a belief, if people can buy a drink of 200k in the club just for a hype man to mention their name, then I can spend anything on my brand to make it visible, because that's the aim of having a brand, to make it visible for everybody to see. So 2018, we did the first one. Okay. It was a huge success. It was
congratulations.
Thank you. It was more than what we expected. You know, it was very big. We had Dr. Smile and Aisha Lawal, and the concept about the video was the proposal. You know, there was nothing special. You know, it might not be special to me because I'm a natural when it comes to branding. You know, it comes naturally for me. But you know, what we did there was, you know, I approached Dr. Smile to host the event for me. And he was like, wow, this is a nice event that you are planning. I can see the prospect. Let's talk to Aisha Lawal to co-host with him. And I was like, okay, this is like more of like a proposal. We are proposing to her. And we tagged the award, the proposal. Because we are proposing to the world a new brand. We are proposing to the world a new brand, and we are proposing to Aisha Lawal to co-host. So the video was rally around that concept, the proposal. The invite was like a tuxedo with a jacket, more of like a wedding ivy and everything. And people came, the hall was filled. First award, hall was filled, the buzz was out of this world. I couldn't believe what happened. So that was 2018. 2019, we did take a flight with us. You know, it's like a continuation of the previous year. You know, we proposed to you guys, you came on board, now you are ready to take a flight with us. Okay. Yeah, so we did take a flight with us. And you know, the idea of Blingz is to show the world what is blinging out of Ibadan. And many people never knew Ibadan had an airport. Yeah. Okay. So we had to take a flight with us, showcase the Ibadan airport. So we wrote the airport that we want to shoot there, and they approved it. And we shoot at the airport. Even the co-host, we had Wole Agba and Biola Adebayo. Biola Adebayo came from Lagos, and she was like, oh, so you have an airport in Ibadan. Imagine. Sure, you get. So even before we dropped the video, I was fulfilled. You know, making someone discover the airport that has been around for ages and nobody gets to talk about it. So I was fulfilled even without before releasing the video. And you know, the video did well too. The award did better. The award was fine. 2020, we had the man with the golden ticket. That was Adeni Johnson. You know, the awards we keep breaking our records. We keep setting the pace. People say we are the best, but you know, and we keep doing better than what we did the last year. So that is the journey so far. And this year we are having Femi Adebayo.
Yes.
And this year is very sensitive. The theme of this year is I Can Be the Change. It's very sensitive. You know, everybody came out to protest against bad governance, and you know, we need to search ourselves. Are we good citizens? Are we doing what we're supposed to do? Because you know, the leaders, the so-called leaders, they were once ordinary citizens, and if they had mastered the act of good citizenship, definitely it would be easy for them to be a good leader. So that's what we are preaching. You know, you can have a shot at leadership anytime, you know, but once you master the act of being a good citizen, it's easier for you. You know, it's part and parcel of you. When you reason, you know, I during the NSAS, I had an interview with a body in Canada, and the woman was like, "Can we change Nigeria?" And I was like, "See, if we can't change ourselves, we can't change anything." You see, you know, it breaks my heart when I see a man taking a one way, and you have children in your car. What are you teaching them? You know, once they start driving, the next minute they start using the wrong way. You know, so we need to change ourselves. You as a father, be a good leader in your home. You know, when you are out there, it will be easier for you, because once something is part and parcel of you, even if you want to do bad, you just see yourself doing good because it's part and parcel of you. So it's a sensitive one, and the video says everything. You can watch the video online. The video says everything. It's very sensitive, and the response is wonderful. People are seeing what I'm trying to showcase, and I'm happy about that. I can't wait for the awards to come.
Okay, so, but are you married?
Yes, I'm married.
I don't even know why I asked that question. I can see the ring on your finger.
Yeah, I'm married. I'm married to a beautiful wife.
Aww.
And I have 2 lovely children. Yeah, we've been together for over 13 years.
Wow.
But we are married for 6 years.
That's so sweet. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so what are the criteria for picking your nominees? Like, do you just pick randomly, or there's a process you have to go through before you pick people?
Yeah, thank you. That's a very good question. Yeah, basically, nominee selection, we have a process, and our process is simple, and you know, it's straightforward. You know, what we do is we know people that understand events. We know people that attend events. We know the people that coordinate events, that understand what it takes to have a very good event. So we select them, like 100 of them in each state, and we send them a nomination form that has all the categories. So each people pick their favorites for the spot. So we now collate all the nomination forms, and we'll pick people that has the highest nomination. And you know, we know the strength of everybody. You know, if you are an event planner now, we know your strengths. We know when you nominate your friend that is not worth it. You know, so we take our time to sieve it out and select the best. And you know, that's how we do our nomination. And he has been helping us. You know, using people we can't see everywhere. You know, there are some people that attend club events. You know, we know that is their strength. And once they fill a nomination form, we might not even look at other spaces. We just go straight to the club categories because we know their strengths. You know, so that's how we've been selecting our nominees.
Okay, what about the voting system? What's the voting system like?
Yeah, from day one, the voting system has been opened and, you know, credible, because we showcase our votes at the end of the voting periods. At the event, we show our votes, you know, to everybody. You know, the system has been open from day one. And what we do is, the first year, you know, it's a brand that is growing day by day. So we've experimented a lot of things. I think the first year the vote was unlimited votes. We did unlimited votes, and some people were like, okay, oh, it doesn't work for them. Some people will just sit down in their house and cast vote over and over again. So the following year we did once a day. You can only vote once a day. We tried that too. Some people, it went well for some people, and some people also complained that okay, oh, we can. So the third year we did just vote once, and that vote once you have to put your mail, your email, your email, phone number, and everything to secure you not voting again. To prevent you from not voting again. I mean, so some people also complained.
Of course,
so we got to know that a brand is not meant to be loved by everybody. You should have your targeted audience.
That's true.
That you are targeting. As a brand strategist, I know more of that, and I understand how it works. So we sat down that okay, whatever we'll be doing, it is our game. We make the rules, not them.
Okay.
Because no matter how the rule is, you cannot satisfy everybody. So once you are satisfying your targeted audience, you are good to go. So we decided that okay, this year we are going to make it pay-per vote. Because we spend a lot on maintaining the website alone. And if we can get what we are spending on maintaining the website back throughout the voting system, is a win-win situation. So we decided to do our voting system just a token of 15 naira. It's a change to everybody. So, but when we were now doing our meeting, when I was having my meeting with the tech people that are in charge of the website, we got to know that Nigeria is just growing when it comes to online platform, buying things online. So we decided to make the voting system 15 naira but unlimited. The reason why we made it unlimited is, some people don't trust using their cards online. So it might boil down to them sending money to the nominee to vote for his or herself. And if we do it once and for all, the nominees won't be able to cast votes for people. So that's why we decided to make it unlimited. And it has been working. People are really buying into the idea of paying per vote. At least the brand they trust, that have been giving them invites for free, feeding them at the events for over years, now coming out just for a token of 15 naira for votes. They are buying at least, although like I said, people will still complain, but the people that are complaining, let's say like 2% of everybody participating in the voting system. Okay. So I think this has come to stay.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so Blingz Event Awards is happening on the 18th of April, yeah?
Yeah.
What should we be looking forward to? Is it just going to be come and get your award and go to your house, or is it going to be party, or what exactly is it going to be like?
One of our strengths is surprising people. I may not talk much about it, okay. but when you check the records of Blingz Event Awards from the first year to the second year to the third year, there's always a wow factor. From our video to the main event to the build up to the event, there's always a wow factor, and I think we've wowed the audience about a couple of times for this edition, and I'll say you guys should not expect less. We are working our ass out. You can see I'm even looking tired. We are working.
You look nice, you look handsome.
Yeah, thank you. We are working our ass out to make the day a big day for everybody. I'm looking forward to a day that everybody will see Blingz Event Awards nomination as a win, not a do or die. Once you are nominated, we have like 5,000 people doing what you are doing. Okay. For you to be part of the 4, 5, 6 people that are nominated, that means you're a winner. So don't go to the extent of calling or trying to buy the award. Yes. So just every nominees, they are winners. Just come for the awards and have fun, and celebrate with anybody that wins the award.
Beautiful. Okay, so I wanted to ask this question at the beginning, but this is entering my head. Okay, so what school did you attend?
School. For me, I attended a lot of schools. Okay. From my primary school, I think I went to 3 primary schools. and I went to 3 secondary schools.
Why that? Why?
But I attended one university. Yeah, that's
Definitely.
Laute. AYINDE Akintola University. Yeah, my primary school was due to relocation. My parents relocating from Oshogbo to Ibadan, so I had to change schools. And my secondary school, I attended Wesley College, which is a science school that has only SS classes, so I had to change schools. So those are the reasons why I attended multiple schools. Yeah.
Okay, so me as a person, what if I want to be part of the nominees, like next Blingz Award?
Okay.
When should I know I'm going to put in my work or do something to make me get nominated?
Okay, that's a good question. If you want to be part of Blingz Event Awards, we use the normal calendar year, January to December for each year. So we celebrate hard work from January 2020 to December 2020 in 2021. So you just need to be yourself, put your best in what you do, and make yourself visible. There's no point winking in the dark.
Okay.
You see, if you are winking in the dark, people won't see you. It doesn't mean you are not winking. There's a lot of people putting hard work, but the way they showcase their brand is poor. They don't put their brands out there. I get this a lot. People call me and say, "You are not nominating us. We are doing good." If you are doing good in Ibadan, and we give form to 100 people that knows a lot about Ibadan, and your name doesn't pop up, that means something is wrong.
Yeah.
So it might not be with your craft, but it might be the way you showcase yourself to the world. Showcase your craft. So you just do yourself, put in the hard work, and let people see it. The world is going to a social media work now. You don't have to be too mature to push your business online. Push your business, tag the people that you can tag. You can even tag Blingz Event Award for us to see directly. Put in the work, showcase yourself. Even big brands. There's a friend of mine that does MC. If a brand will give you a job now, they'll go back to your social media page to check your number of followers, to check your exposure and everything. So if big brands can do that, you should put in the work. That's part of work now. Your posting and everything is part of your work. It's part of showcasing your brand. So apart from putting your A game in your brand, showcase your brand too. That will really help you to be part of Blingz Event Awards.
Okay, but thank you for your time. Before you go, is there anything you'd love to say to our viewers?
Yeah, basically, I've said almost everything. They should just keep watching Extersee on Wheels. They are doing a very great job there. They were at our nominees party and they did well. Keep watching. I'll also stick to their channel on YouTube. Just keep watching. And thank you for having me today.
Okay, so it was nice having you here, Bob. This is the end. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Wow, that's a lot. Personally, I've learned a lot, and I'm very sure you all have learned a lot too. Thank you so much to my beautiful, to my handsome viewers at home. Thank you very much for staying with me on this episode of Extersee on Wheels. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification buttons for more amazing content from Extersee. Also, follow our social media handles which are displayed right now on your screen. Till we meet again, I remain your humble host, Ajayi Margaret Omoni Nyuluwa. Omobade Eba Kwatalanlo, Agbada Eni Polo Ashebure Lapo. If you want to follow me on Instagram, this is the handle, @I am_ATaste.